Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be trying to make Alakazam God tier, which is going to be pretty hard. So first off, let's just go ahead and rename this so I know what I'm looking for. And now that we got that down, let's switch it to Ubers so we know we can actually keep the set. I don't know why they add moves, but they are not actually usable, but we're just going to ignore that. So I always like to run Fling for like a makeshift fake out, but I think I'm gonna try something different. So yeah, at first I wanted to do King's Rock, but I decided to do Flame Orb for the physical coverage because his defenses are high, but we're going to be doing a lot of gimmicky stuff on this channel, and if you have any other suggestions for what I should try to make good, leave it in the comments. Now for the other moves, I was thinking that I should run like Substitute so I won't get poisoned or anything, but we need to make him kind of bulky. But instead I decided to go with Recover, so we can probably stall them out in the meantime. Of course it's going to be pretty hard, but with the high speed stat, we're always going to go first. Now at first I was going to do Calm Mind actually, but I decided to change that to Recover like that, because setting up is not going to be easy for Alakazam, especially with Dracovish and other strong hitters in the special attack region, which I'm definitely not going to be able to outspeed, so might as well just Recover and stall out their high hitting moves or something like that. Now the thing with Alakazam is that he has pretty good special moves, but since I can only have one, I had to choose something that doesn't have an immunity, because if they do have an immunity, then I'm pretty much screwed and have to rely on burn damage, and I don't have infinite recovers. So I went with Dazzling Gleam since it at least hits pretty much everything, and dark types are kind of common, so I can have that Dazzling Gleam to take out the dark types, but the problems are going to be with poison types and steel types and stuff like that, so I'm going to have to work my way around that. But overall, let's just jump into 1v1, and then we're going to go into Ubers. Alright, so we're just going to wait for that to finish, and I really want to see if it's better to have Psychic, but I also don't want to take that risk. Actually, I don't really know, because yeah, it doesn't have Hex. I was going to say, because I could burn them and then Hex them, but I think we're just going to have to keep Dazzling Gleam. If you did have Hex, that would definitely make him pretty good, I think, besides the normal types, but again, I can always just burn them, stall them out. Alright, so we're in our first battle. I always put on a timer because people take too long, and I'm not really patient, if I'm being honest. Let's just see what he leads in with. Alright, so we're going up against a Togekiss, so we're definitely going to set up the light screen and see how much damage we take from it, because we are running okay, it's not that bad, but I also did get burned, which I probably would have died if I didn't put up the light screen, but at the same time that means I can't get poisoned again. So yeah, Fling makes him get burned, which you could take that chip damage, and then I can just go for Recover here. And he missed. Alright, so this is actually going pretty good. I don't really see, I think he has choice specs. That would make sense. Yeah, he definitely has choice specs, because if he didn't, he first of all wouldn't have done that much damage, which also goes to show how strong this set really is, because a choice specs Hyper Beam from a Togekiss, that's pretty big damage. So here I'm just using the fact that he has to recharge to work around him, set up that light screen. And I'm still burned, but he's also burned, so he's actually getting really low, and I think if I just stall out the rest of these turns, I could probably get him pretty low. But, I could go for a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. So I will be living that, but if I didn't have Light Screen, I definitely would have died. But good thing he was burned. So your burn chip damage actually comes in handy, which I think he's really good at. So let's just go to Ubers. Now, if you're wondering why I only brought one Pokemon, is because that's kind of like the main thing I do now. I usually just bring one Pokemon, sweep their whole entire team, and it's actually pretty funny. Of course, on Ubers, you have these type of teams, which are pretty hard to work around, and you might not actually win. But just the fact that you can get so many kills means that if you had a whole team, you would definitely win, like, all the time. That's my theory. So, right now I'm just going for the Fling, because I know he has Sunsteel Strike, and even though he did get the Weakness Policy buff, he's still burned, so I really don't care. I'm going to have to go for Max Darkness to lower his special defense, and then I'm able to max whatever it's called, the fairy one. Yeah, I can just do that, and then he should die from it. If he doesn't, that's alright, but yeah, I just gotta get him really low, and he's not really doing that much damage anyways. Now, there definitely is challenges and obstacles that you just can't beat with Alakazam, and that goes with pretty much any Pokemon. But yeah, just overall priority moves like Shadow Sneak, and then also that I can also. So yeah, that didn't go so well, but again, I'm just really testing. Alakazam, I think he would probably do better in a team based or even double battles actually, because yeah, just burning people and getting up that light screen is pretty good in VGC, and just overall fact how like he's kind of bulky depending on the situation, which I don't think anybody has heard of before. It's pretty new. A bulky Alakazam just doesn't make sense, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and burn this Malmetal because might as well. I'm not gonna hold on to it forever. And it would make sense to go after Zacian, but at the same time, I really don't want to get destroyed by this Malmetal. Yeah, I did a lot. Yeah, that really did a lot. So I'm probably okay. So he switches out. I went for a cover though. So them big brain reads from Gimp the Shrimp. So I'm gonna go for a Max Starfall, and then he swaps again. I don't really know what he's doing, but as long as we get damage on him, I think that's all that really matters. And it's not like he can really do much anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it again. So he switches out to Zero Aura. That didn't hit as hard as I thought it would, especially because we're on the misty terrain. So he's not really of a hard hitter. He's more of just a gimp. He just annoys people, which is pretty much all my Pokemon. But some of the sleeping Pokemon I have can just very easily just sweep a whole entire team with minimal effort and no setup. Which is the other thing I try to strive for, the no setup strat, where you just go in, kill everything, like without having, like they really can't do much about it. So yeah, I don't know why he's swapping around a lot though, but as long as I get those recovers up, I should be fine. I'm gonna go for a Dazzling Gleam. I wish he had Moonblast though. That would actually be really good because I could just lower more special attack. But he doesn't, so okay, so he goes for that, which is pretty weird. I'm gonna go for another one. just to bring him down, and he swaps again. Yeah, I don't really know what he's doing, but okay, so that does pretty much nothing, and this might actually be game. Yeah, so he takes me out there, but as you can see, it's pretty good. It can match up with legendaries, which is pretty good. Most Pokemon can actually, even pre-evolution Pokemon, which I might do a video on soon, because I have a really, really good Raboot set that's overall pretty broken. So let's go in Ubers again. So yeah, I'm trying Psychic just to kind of see how that'll play out. I think it'll be better because you can still set up the terrain and not get poisoned immediately. But also, if I just keep the Flame Orb on me for a sec, I should be okay. Now I'm gonna go for Light Screen because he might be running Hydro Pump and that will hit hard. Okay, so he's not running Hydro Pump, which may have been a big mistake, but I wouldn't really know. So it's just one of those things where you have to kind of guess what he's going for. But at least I got the burn up, so I should be able to survive, which I do, thanks to the max HP and the burn. So he's actually pretty good, no, I gotta say. Gonna go for another Recover, an Ice Beam, which does nothing. And then we can just go ahead and max Mindstorm. Okay, yeah, so it actually is way better. But again, yeah, we're not gonna win this matchup because we can't do any chip damage to him, and Max Darkness isn't gonna do anything. So we're just gonna stall him out because we're a gimp. Might as well. We're gonna lose this. But yeah, it's a good example of what I mean by, yeah, that did 1 damage. That's not doing anything. And yeah. So this is game. I'm just gonna go for a recovery here. Just stall at the time. Might as well. Okay, so he canceled. Alright. So yeah, Psychic does nothing, of course. I just did that because there's really no point to stall out the game anymore. But yeah, the one Pokemon thing, it really does work. Okay, so I just tried to make an example, which I cut out because it failed, but I found this Pokemon that I had, and this, best believe, it is broken. I call it my legendary because if you know Arcanine's history, it probably makes sense, but he does sum up to be as strong as a legendary and probably a pseudo-legendary, which may, like, looking at his stats, doesn't seem like it, but if you put the right sets on him, then definitely. Which I'm gonna show right now, actually. So we got Gallade, which is going down. I know that for a fact. I'm just gonna max Flare because why not, really? It is gonna take it out though. Okay, yeah, that was expected. Like I said, but yeah, his coverage is really good. Like, he can cover Quagsire, Milotic, Seismitoad. He just kills everything, really. And I also have that Dragon, Outrage for, of course, Dragon types, because they're really annoying and you can't really do much against them. How did I lose? Oh, okay, that makes sense. But, yeah. Okay. But yeah, Arcanine is really good, and we're gonna do another battle to show that, because I am sure I'm gonna get at least 1 kill. And that's what makes it great about this Pokemon, because you know for sure you're gonna get at least one kill, unless they pull some Houdini. Like, that's the only way you're not gonna get a kill out of it. And then when you pair it up with other really strong Pokemon, it basically becomes like you can just set it up with anything. You want to run a Trick Room team in singles, but you're not sure if you're gonna be able to pull it off. Have Arcanine. He'll just sweep everything that's a threat, and you can just set up on the rest. See, even the Gyarados isn't a threat at all, because I could just max lightning it. And I always G-max first turn, because I don't know if they are or not, like that. So now they can't G-max again, and I just got a kill on them. Which is why I call my legendary. And then, even with Dittos, and that attack drop is not going to do anything at all. Yeah, see, he doesn't do any damage at all either. And he just got his attack dropped. And then even a max flare is just going to dominate because it's just that strong. I don't understand why, but it just is. So let's just get this off. And plus, Espeon can set up screens, and then Flare Blitz should at least do half, at the very least. So, yeah, he's gonna have to go into Espeon. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go for Max Flare again. Goes for a Reflect as expected. Does 47, but it's still not bad. Okay, yeah, so I lost this. But then, okay, yeah, it KOs. That was just a damage roll. So when you pair it up with other Pokemon, you can just have this as a starter, and it could just really deal with pretty much anything you want. So yeah, I also have a team just for it, actually, which I will show off in the next video, because yeah, let's show off its stats though, so you can copy them down. So Solar Beam for special attack, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, and Outrage. And then I have max HP, half in special attack, and attack. And then Brave Nature. Because he doesn't really have to be fast. I just want him to be kind of bulky, so he can take the hits. And he does live up to that because he just overall strong. And then here's a set for Gimp the Shrimp. Just in case you didn't see it at the beginning, which I don't know how you didn't. But yeah, if you can leave a like and subscribe, and comment down the next Pokemon you want to see me try to make OP. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!